Hello, everyone, and welcome to Earth Day. I'm Lisa Pumper, and I'm happy that you're with me. This is also the new moon day, and it represents the end of one cycle and a beginning of a new. It's the excellent time for making a fresh start, turning over a new leaf, starting something new, or making a resolution. April 22 every year, Earth Day is important, and this is the 50th anniversary, and we're going to do more than ever before. So let's make this a beginning instead of a celebration, because celebrations often indicate a sense of success and achievement. Anyone familiar with environmental issues knows that we're so far from reaching this point. So let's make a pledge to reduce our use and see what that would look like. Set simple, measurable goals and get to work and make them a reality. I'm an enthusiastic advocate for slow, sustainable change. I believe that creating small, incremental shifts is the most likely way to ensure success in most self-improvement endeavors. On this Earth Day, we need that action. We need to change our lives and change the way we live. I'm going to offer us today a mindful movement meditation connecting to nature and awakening our energy and recharging. This is going to help us to really honor what we have. My yogic studies over 30 years have taken me from the dualistic view to the non-dualistic view. From the time that I relocated from New York City about 25 years ago, I fell in love with nature, having it accessible, to be out in it and play all day, 365 days a year, compared to those chilly northeast winters. So, as a yoga educator, for the past 20 years, I've also observed that deep peace that the teachings in nature that I've shared with my students brings. Yoga and being in nature supports us live with a steady presence and a peaceful heart in the midst of such turbulent conditions, uneasy moments. And right now we are feeling that. If you want to experience more, stay with me. And if you want to have a in-person experience with me, at the end I'm going to share information about my teachers trainings, my full moon gatherings, my sunrise yoga and sunset classes in nature. Okay, so that's going to be at the end. So let's get ready to practice. We are all not limited to the great outdoors. I'm here in the outdoors, so if you can be here with me, awesome, great. If not, if you're inside, find a window where you can get a view. If you don't have one, maybe some plants in your home, or maybe some flowers, or just simply envision. Okay? Each allows you to connect to the power of nature and the stillness and wisdom that it brings to us. Let's begin. Get a comfortable seat and let your hands come to your heart and feel that gratitude for all that the planet gives to us. It gives us the very air in our lungs and the food in our bellies, the beauty we see, the earth beneath us. So let's commit to live a way that expresses deep love for this planet and all life. Let that commitment and that connection invigorate you to take action. Namaste, my friends. So let's begin. If you want to stay seated where you are, go ahead. If you want to, we're going to do some joint releasing. I like to lay down supine on my back. So maybe you want to join me. I'm going to flip around this way because the sun is in my eyes that way. Okay. So this series is designed to move the joints gently to open and move into its full range of motion. So wiggle the toes and roll the ankles around. And this is great to tune in, to get grounded in our body, and also to honor our bodies and not judge our bodies. Take the right knee, hug it in to the belly. Let's extend the leg. Point and flex the ankle, the toes. Bend the knee again. Hug it in. Let's do that 2 more times. Releasing any tension from your knee, ankles, your feet. And then with the right knee, you're going to draw little circles, lubricating our hips. And our hips are tight either from lots of the activities that we do or lack of activities. And then place the right down. Let's do this to the left. Wiggle the toes, roll the ankle, extend the leg. Bring it in. Do that a couple more times. And then holding that left knee, draw little circles with it. And if you're outside, maybe you're catching some sun rays like me. Awesome. And then release your left leg. Reach your arms over your head. Extend your hands and feet the opposite of each other. Keep that moving into your arms and your legs. Stretch your breathing muscles. Stretch your breath. Stretch your belly. Stretch all your organs. And then hug it in. Start to round your spine and rock forward and back a couple of times. Massage your backside along your spine, and then rock yourself up into a seated position. And as you come up and back into your seated position, cross your legs, relax your hips, and take your hands onto your knees. Roll down your spine as you exhale. Forward bend. Inhale. Extend your spine, look up. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Let's keep that extension moving through our spine. Extend our arms out. Bend the wrist. Palms towards me. Curl the fingers in. Bend the wrist. Bend the elbows. And take a big circle with the arms out to the side. Let's do that again. Extend. Bring it in. And circle. One more time. And keep your hands on your shoulders and draw 3 more circles. Good. Release your hands down. Roll the arms back. Inhale, reach up. Let's do some lateral extensions. We'll do one towards the left. Towards the right. Come up to center. Let's do that towards the left. Coming up to center and then back to the right. Inhale, float. Use your breath to move you to the left. Come up and to the right. Last one, to the left. And up to center. Good. Interlace your hands. Turn your palms to face down. Lengthen your arms down, forward, and up. Release your arms out to the side. Draw an infinity symbol or a sideways 8. Wave your wrists. Roll the arms forward and back. Release the shoulders and open your heart. Look up. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, take your hands to your heart. Turn your palms to face up towards the sky. Send down towards the earth. Sweep it forward and all the way up. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Bring the arms out to the side. Keep the shoulders relaxed, but keep an axial extension through the torso. Exhale, rotate to the right. Hands down. Inhale, back up. Exhale to the left. We'll do it 2 more times. Don't force with the arms, the rotation. Inhale, we're just releasing the tension. We're not deeply forcing, stretching. And then after your last one, reach up, hands come forward. Take your hands in front towards the earth. And feel and connect to Mother Earth and bow to her. Bow in and feel the connection. Your hands feeling the softness of earth. Just like a mother holding on to her child, feeling that deep, powerful connection. And let's rise up. And as we rise up, we sit tall. And if you'd like to, you can place a block or a prop or a blanket under your hips. Try to keep your spine as long as possible and your hips relaxed. A little side bending of the cervical, just relaxing any tension from your shoulders. And if you want, take the head forward and back gently. Make sure you can release as much tension at the beginning of this practice as possible. Turn your head gently side to side. And then come back to center. We're going to do some pranayama. This is my yoga coffee. I like to do it in the morning time when I first awake, but it's good anytime, especially today, because we have so many amazing offerings going on till late tonight. So we want to be up, alert, and enjoy them all as much as we can. So this is going to be our Bhastrika pranayama, and it's sharp inhales and exhales using the abdominal muscles, forcing the breath in and out, filling the lungs and expelling the breath from the lungs quickly. And so if you're familiar with it, you can go off on your own. Otherwise, you're going to follow me either with your lips closed, doing it through your nose, the breath, or with your mouth open. Coming to your last couple of rounds. And at the last one, take an inhale. And as you inhale, let's hold the inhalation in, holding this kumbhaka. And if you're familiar with your bandhas, your mula, and your jalandhara, take that now. Beginners, just stay here and retain the inhale. And then let's exhale to our natural breath. So there's many different styles and lineages, and you may experience it a different way. And so go with your lineage or the way you have experienced it, or just kind of try something new today. And so remember, this is all just beginners. These are short. They're not long, extended, full practices. Kapalabhati, breathing. We're going to do sharp exhales only. So exhale, forcing the exhalation out sharply, and just inhale naturally. So exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale. So keep going. It's hard to breathe and also guide you at the same time, so I'm just going to say it and not do it. Exhale. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale. Okay, last round on your own. And then come to a natural breath. Good. So at the end of this, if you're familiar with Mahabandha and Mahamudra, you can take that now. You can lift the mula and then the Uddiyana. You can take your Jalandhara if you're familiar with that. Remember, as beginners, we're just learning some of these breath movements. And we're all receiving benefit as it brings more oxygen. It balances our nervous and motor system, reduces anxiety, and strengthens our immunity. Good. So one more. ℒ𝒾𝓈𝓶, balancing out the right and the left side. So take your middle, your pointer and your middle to your third eye. Close the close the right side and breathe in through the right, the moon, the yin, the gentle side. Let's bring more activation towards that. Close it and then breathe out through the right side, and the right side is our energetic, our sun side, our masculine side. And if one feels more dominant than the other, then you use the opposite to bring you back to balance. In through the right and out through the left. In through the left, out through the right. And continue this pattern. Inhale and exhale. And as you're doing this, I want you to pull the flesh of the bridge of your nose up. And that's going to help you to clear the nasal passage a little bit more. And that's really helpful because we want to use our breath for the rest of this practice just through our nose. Good. One more round. Releasing out of the left side. And then as you inhale, pull up through both sides of your nose. Breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. Do that a couple of more times. Let's get ready to create our movement portion through our body. So for me, I like to start on my hands and our knees in dog pose and give myself any more movements that I need. If I still feel a little bit more tension, I circle out my hips in both directions. I can give a little cat-cow through my spine. And then even turn my dog into down dog by lifting my hips for Adho Mukha. Good. Bend each knee if you're in down dog. And then we're going to step our feet forward and come into a squat. And maybe see if your feet can be in the earth. And if you have a towel or block handy, you can even sit on that. Sitting in our squat position, drawing our attention to the feet and that reconnection with earth, and it's coming home. It's so powerful and important. Earth's energy upgrades our physiology by allowing the body to cope and repair. She, Mother Earth, stabilizes our body's basic biological rhythms, making this the most natural and powerful remedy. As a energy worker, I really love that connection and that balance that earth and being in nature gives to me. As it cleanses and recharges us, it opens up and releases any stagnant energy and blockages. So it's so powerful. It's like natural Reiki healing. So breathe here and feel that deep connection. And we're going to move. And while we're moving, we want to take inventory of our movements and how we move and how it's moving physically through our poses. So try not to judge. Try to shift around and find that sweet spot as you find your space. Lift up your hips. Place your hands to the earth, coming into a standing forward bend, and take back your left knee. Coming into low lunge, open the front body inside. Lift up your heart. Keep that uplifting. Open your heart. Interlace your hands behind your hips and see if you can spread a little bit more across the front of your shoulders. And then release your hands down as you exhale. Step forward, squat. Both feet come together, knees towards each other and your head towards your knees. Do that to the other side. Right knee back, down, inhale, low lunge. Arms behind you, interlace, open your heart, smile, breathe. Release it, hands down, exhale, step forward, squat down. Lift your hips up halfway, lift your spine up halfway. Take a deep breath in, create a sweet extension through the torso, and then send back your left leg. Left knee comes down. Stack over the left thigh, long spine. Exhale, we're taking it into a rotation to the right. Send the left hand to the earth. Good. Take a twisting lunge. Untwist. Take your right hand down. Bow. Take your hips back towards your left foot. Right leg long. Head towards the knee. Bend your right knee. Walk your hands a little forward and step your left foot forward. Come up halfway. Take a deep breath in. And then exhale. Let's take back the right leg. Lunge. Lengthen. Rotate. Send your right hand down. Keep your chest open as you look up to the left. And then release your left hand down. Exhale, step forward. Come up halfway. Take a deep breath. And then exhale, fold. So I forgot one little pose. I'm going to drop back my right knee and I'm going to lengthen for a half split. So take that quickly with me as you take your hips back. Lengthen over your left leg. Breathe. Good. Let's come back again. Let's come up halfway. Ardha halfway up. And then exhale. Let's melt down. So as we melt down, let your head hang. If you have a block and you want to place your hands on it, place your hands on it. We're in a standing forward bend. And in our standing forward bend, breathe. And let the weight of your head start to traction out your spine. Start to release your lower back, your hips, your glutes. Release the back body. Let your feet feel rooted in earth. And then place your hands down, bend your knees, and let's step back. Come onto our hands and knees for dog pose. If you're using a block, place that in between your legs. And let's take a seat, coming into hero's pose. And in our hero's pose, settle your hips on your block or connecting your seat to the earth and get rooted into the earth. And let your hands rest on your thighs. And come into the stillness of the pose as you settle in and expand your awareness. And begin to notice around you as you hear the sweetness of nature without judging, dissecting, or pulling it apart. Just notice. And as you relax your jaw and your lips closed, you can smell your environment. Maybe you're smelling nature. And if you're not in nature, maybe you can bring yourself to nature in a time where you stepped into it and smelled maybe fresh grass or flowers or the sea, mist. Observe your surroundings. And if you're in nature, look at the colors, the shapes, and the textures. And if you're not in nature, think of nature and maybe a beautiful moment that you were in nature. And observe your surroundings and lick your tongue over your teeth and taste the sweetness of your practice as you continue to get grounded in it. The fruits of your actions, all blissful, all for purpose and deep, deep, deep soulful connection. And feel that connection. Place your hands onto the earth. And onto the earth, let's come onto our hands and our knees. On our hands and our knees, extend your right leg back, curl the toes under, and stamp your right toes past your left. You're going to look over your left shoulder and stretch the outside of your right hip. Keep breathing. And then we're going to lift up our right leg and send our right leg all the way over to the right side so it looks like this. And from here, you're going to bend your elbows and connect to earth. So smell earth, and feel that connection. Melt your heart. Give a little sway forward and back. Find that sweet spot in your hips and breathe. Coming up, take your right leg back, extend your left, and let's do that over on the left side. Breathe into the left side body. Coming back to center, take your left leg all the way over to the left. Try to keep your hips elevated. And then exhale, melt your chest down. A little gentle rock forward and back, seeking out that sweetness inside. Let your head rest towards the earth. And then coming up. Coming here back onto your hands and your knees. If you'd like to, press your hands into earth and elevate your hips to the sky. Breathe again. And then take it slow. Journey your feet to the outside of your hands. One more malasana, squat pose. But this time we're really melting. So melt forward and marinate in the juices. Marinate in the juices as it takes you inward. And be open to feel. We're so busy, so curl in from your overstimulated. All of us are overstimulated. And move into stillness and quietness. Your inner world as you release. Release, let go of the past. Be in the moment as you give yourself in that deep connection to earth. Let your hands feel earth. And let your feet feel rooted into earth. And love the connection as you breathe in and out of your nose, of the natural environment. And then placing your hands down, let's lift up our hips and send our hips back. And as we send our hips back, we're going to come onto our front side, coming into a prone pose. So walk your hands a little past your shoulders, pull the belly in, and then roll your hips forward, down, and come all the way down onto the front body. And as you come onto the front body, you can extend your legs back and your torso forward. And take a moment to relax and let go and marinate in the juices of your energy flow. Starting to awaken and release that tension that we hold our belly, our hips, our glutes, our thighs, our legs. You're going to take the right hand out to the side and let the fingertips come down. So I call this little crab because I'm always in the sand, in nature, at the beach. So as you press your left hand down, you're going to walk your right hand, keeping your arm long, and try not to relax your head and put any extra weight in the right shoulder. So we want to expand across the arm, the right arm, shoulder, and into the chest, the heart center, as we continue to open. Roll back to center, and let's do the same thing on the other side. So roll over to where that feels comfortable for you. I have a wireless mic here, so I can't really roll over onto it. So I'm going to take a little baby roll. I'll flex the feet so that the outer blades can catch my balance. And then back to center. And as I come back to center, I want to lengthen my body again. Legs lengthening. Tuck my tail under. Pull the belly in. Elongate the torso and the spine forward. Create an extension. And placing my hands by my chest. Getting ready for my cobra. Pull the belly in. Use your spinal erector muscles to help that lift. Use your belly and your full core to help that lift. Exhale, release. Let's do it again. Inhale, the hands press down. We lift a little higher. Exhale, release. One more if you'd like to. One more cobra pose. Come up as high as you want. And exhale down. From here, we're going to come up in dog pose on our hands and our knees. Keep your hips stacked over your knees. And we're going to melt our chest down in a supported back bend. Anahata Asana is the pose. Opening up our heart center, our Anahata chakra. Because we're so closed off. We have this protective energy, this shield that's closing us off. But when we're in nature, we're in a holistic, a healing, a safe zone. And so we need to let that go and be open. So when you open your heart, you're letting go. You're letting go of the anger. You're releasing the jealousy, the fears, things that hold you back from living your higher, more meaningful life. The heart is the gateway, they say, from our lower to our higher self. Take a couple of more rounds of breathing. And then come up. As you come up, keep your torso parallel with the earth. We're just going to bring some mobility into our hips and into our lower spine. So tuck your tail in, pull the belly in, and move your pubic bone towards the belly button as you exhale, and then release it. Let's do that again. Exhale. Inhale, release it. On the last one, exhale. Hold it and send your hips back towards your heels for child's pose, balasana. Take one full cycle of inhale and exhale. And then come up, dog pose. We're going to flip over and come onto our back. We're coming into supine. So on our back into supine pose. As we come on to supine pose, take a moment to settle in supine. Laying on your back. And then hugging your thighs to your belly. Give a gentle rock from side to side. Soften your spine. Soften your hips, your belly, your organs. Relax your shoulders. And with this gentle rock, feel the earth beneath you and Mother Earth holding, caressing, nurturing, feeding us, guiding us. Take the right foot, turn the bottom of it up towards the sky, grab the bottom of it, pull it down, stacking it over the knee if possible. Extend the left leg up and gently open it out towards the side. As the right foot pulls down, the left relaxes out as you counterbalance. Stay still, breathe, and deeply release. Rest as you open, blossom, and let the sun shine over you. Take your left hand to your left leg, lift it up towards the sky. You're going to flex that left foot and press it forward as you lengthen the leg down. Left arm comes over your head. Take a deep, beautiful breath. Inhale. And then exhale. Hug the left in. Hug the right in. Gentle rock side to side. We're going to do this over onto the other side for half. Ardha Ananda Balasana. Happy baby. This is taking us back to connecting to that sweet inner child. Left foot, grab it, pull the knee down. Stay here if you want to. If that wasn't okay for your hips today, you can keep that right knee bent. If not, extend the right leg, open it out to the side, and breathe. As you draw that left foot down, feel your heart softening, your belly and all that tension draining away from your hips, your spine, even your shoulders. With that right hand, lift that right leg up and then press that right heel forward, lengthening the leg down and the right arm over your head as you take a deep breath in. Now, and then hug both in again. And give yourself a gentle rock from side to side. I love releasing tension and all the buildup that is in my hips. And from that, press Just relax your feet down. Open your feet a little wider than your hips. And let's do a little bit of a, what they call windshield wiper. And this is like a supta, ℒ𝒾𝓈𝓶. Breathe. Like little windshield wipers. Back and forth. They swipe. And then rock yourself back to stillness. Walk your feet together. And let's elevate your hips into bridge pose. And as you elevate your hips, lengthen the front of your hips, your thighs, lengthen your spine, and then let's settle the hips a little bit over towards the right. And as we do that, we're going to stack the knees over the hips. If you want to cross them, you can. We're taking a twist. Right legs go to the left. Turn and look to the right. Coming towards our last few movements in our practice. Staying deeply connected to Mother Earth, using her support. Breathe as you dispel all of that stagnant energy, squeezing out the impurities, wringing it out like a little sponge. And then with your inhale, lift one leg at a time. Come back to center. Hug around your thighs. Bring your head to your knees towards a forward bend. Then place your feet flat down and come up again to bridge. As you come up to bridge pose, lengthen the legs from the knees, through the hips, through the spine, the belly, the chest. The hips are then going to go over towards the left. We're going to take our twist now, sorry, to the other side. Turning our head, we're going to look all the way towards the left. Keep your chest open. Relax the shoulders. Relax the belly. And relax into this deep, deep release. We hold on so much. All we do is hold on. We're not used to just softening and letting go. Sometimes we hold on to things that we don't need. We don't give ourselves enough space to take in new. And we use the old and just keep repeating a vicious cycle, using some unnecessary past experiences. This moment's new. Each breath is new. And every experience is going to be brand new. From here, we're going to release out of our twist. And as we release out of our twist one more time, hug your thighs in, let your hands come around, and then draw your head towards your knees, towards a forward bend. Feet come flat, one more bridge pose. And in this bridge pose, you're going to lift up enough, and maybe you can interlace your hands underneath your hips. And doing so brings your shoulder blades towards each other. And as your shoulder blades come towards each other, when you interlace your hands under your hips, you can use that to lift a little higher and bring your chest towards your chin. So stretch from the front side, stretch from the back side, stretch deeply inside, and then release down. Let the arms roll open so palms face up, and relax the legs all the way down. See if your feet and at least your hands can be connected to earth, and rest in earth. Rest in that oneness and that deep connection. So as you rest, Feel that wave of peace wash over you like the ocean, cleansing you, sending you into a state of deep peace. The feet, the legs, the hips, the belly, the chest, the shoulders, the arms, the hands, and the heads. Once you relax and let go, flow starts to move freely like a river, washing away, releasing and letting go. And as you rest in this expanded awareness of the power that you hold. You rest in your breath and the subtleness of your breath, but the power that it holds to bring your body that's typically behind us in the past, in your mind that's jumpy ahead of us in the future, to this present space. And in this breath, we find the stillness. As we exhale, we drop down and deep into that connection with Earth and that deep meditative quality that she brings. We are part of Earth rather than separate. And we forget this connection. Nature is not something that's separate. When we say that we are lost of our connection to nature, we say we are lost of ourselves. So as you continue to rest and rest in an appreciative heart, feeling it open, expanding, feel the warmth and the flow of life and the connection. With that appreciative heart, breathe in and feel your lungs fill with that breath that life gives to us. The sun, as it warms us, the planet is nourishing us. And when it rains, the beauty of rain, it hydrates us, Earth, to grow more, to give us more beauty. And rest in this interconnecting web of life, this deep, soulful connection. And envision, feel the trees bathe you and bathe your breath. And feel and see the oceans embrace you and hold you, bringing lightness. And let the sky flood in, allowing the sun and the moon to guide you. And feel that inner touch, the living world inside. And know yourself as alive in all living. Oneness, undivided, and the responsibility, this new intention, now alive and vibrant in us, all the actions towards each other and the health of this beautiful earth. And let's use that to let those good vibes flow us up. So take it slowly as you come up. Taking this elevated energy, mindset, a new deep found reconnection. Bring your hands together. I bow to the divine in you. It signifies our interconnectedness with the sacred universe, where everything is permeated by the divine for the benefit of all. Thank you so much, One Soul Holistic. Thank you, my dear friend Jayar Ari. Thank you, beautiful community leaders, for also giving your beautiful offering. And thank you to my friends and my new friends for staying with me and making that reconnection. So let's keep this connection. Go to my pages, find me. I would love to be with you in person. I would also love to hear from you on this day, how you're doing. So leave that, if you want, in the comments sections or private message me. Om Shanti, everyone. Namaste.